Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Redneck Woodshop Mobile Side Work Edition. I want to take this little bit of a video just to show you something you run into in older homes sometimes. I don't know when this house was built, 40s maybe, 30s, 40s. But something that you run into in older homes and older businesses sometimes is a switch loop, where they don't break the hot line or the ungrounded line to the light or fan, but they break the neutral or the grounded line. Will it work? Will. Off. Off. On. On. So yeah, it will work as far as functionality goes, but it's not safe. It's unsafe to break the ungrounded conductor, and there's a multitude of reasons for that, the least of which not being the fact that it is forbidden in the National Electrical Code now and has been for a number of years. However, when you run into an older house, there was a time when it was not prohibited and it was actually standard practice. And so when you run into that, you need to be able to recognize it. You know, I'm here, I've got several things to do in this house, but one of the things is, you know, the customer says, hey, this light don't work. We can't get this to work. And what someone has done here is installed a double single pole switch. In other words, it's two single pole switches and one yoke that allows you to switch two different points of light from this one box. It's a handy little feature. And what you have here, these two wires here are original switch loop wires, and then this wire here is one that someone has added much later, and you can see the difference in insulation and wire type. That's modern Romex, and that's the old stuff that would have been put in type RH, I think, that was put in many moons ago, even before I was born. So anyway, and this should just be simply two single loops, but what happens is, and I'm going to try and show you this. When you read here, you won't read any voltage with your meter. And if you check your voltage indicator, as you know, if you take your voltage indicator, ta-da, Milwaukee voltage indicator, and you check a wire that has current on it, voltage on it, you'll get a sound. Notice I'm getting no sound. Okay, well, lights on, no power. Wait a minute. Turn off said switch. Lights on. Actually, wrong switch, done. Now the light's off, excuse me, got confused there. Now when I check it on one side, I got nothing, but I got voltage here. But when I turn that switch back on, the light comes back on. Now I'm showing any voltage. Same as the ground, same as the neutral wire would be. Why is that, you ask? Well, that is because when that switch is made, current flow is continuous through this wire. This loop is actually a part of the grounded or neutral conductor and not the ungrounded or hot conductor. If it were the hot conductor, what would happen is it would indicate voltage anytime I checked it. And if this switch was on, it would indicate voltage on both sides, in and out. If this switch was off, it would indicate voltage only on the side that was fed in and nothing on the side that was fed out. But the fact that when the switch is on, it indicates nothing. But when I turn said switch off, it shows voltage on the feed inside. Why does it do that? Because there is a difference in voltage potential in the ungrounded conductor when it's broken. When it is not broken, aka the switch is on, there's no difference in potential. Therefore, it shows as no voltage on the switch. So this is a condition I've got to remedy and figure out what the deal is there. In other words, I'm gonna have to get in this box and fix that so that we're not breaking the ungrounded, or the grounded rather, and I'm gonna have to get in this box, make certain that those two wires are indeed the loop fed from this box. I'm almost positive that they are, but I'll know once I get it apart and whip out ye old and volt ohm meter, then I'll know. Then what I will do is I will turn that into a loop in the ungrounded conductor, not the grounded conductors. I suspect that that is the problem with both of these. That's the reason that my friend couldn't read voltage here, or only, and when I read the voltage on, I only read like 62 volts, which tells me again that that's what they've done here. So anyway, just a little object lesson from the field that you will run into one day if you do this long enough. And this is why you need to learn and understand electrical theory, grounded, ungrounded, voltage, current, all that kind of stuff that I've been, you know, shoving down your throat in the classroom. It does have a purpose. All right, adios.